It's crazy how many Americans have no idea what tariffs are, how they work, and who is actually paying for them. Guys, as always, welcome to Mars Survivalist channel. I was just reading this tweet from Trump, and it's at least 5 inaccuracies that you have here. Reciprocal tariffs. They're not reciprocal. This is something that the United States is doing. So, number 1, not reciprocal. Take effect midnight tonight. Billions of dollars. Number 2, there's no billions of dollars. You know, the only one that prints US dollars is the Federal Reserve in the United States. It's not any other country that can make actual dollars, largely from countries that have been taking advantage. No country is taking advantage of the United States. This idea of reciprocal tariffs, which is not real, it is a lie. This is a trade imbalance, mostly because you have more money than the country that is selling to you, and you buy from them, as it always happens when people have money. If you go and buy $10,000 worth of jewelry, you're not getting robbed by the jewelry store. You're buying stuff from them. It's your decision to do so. We go on. They take advantage of the United States, laughing all the way. No one was laughing at anything. No one is laughing now, because this is not beneficial to someone that is selling you stuff, knowing that the person buying at the other end has to pay a tax on top of it. Yes, this tariff thing is a tax. It will start flowing into the United States. Nothing flows into the United States because no country, and this is maybe the biggest lie of them all, no country is paying for this tax. It's only a tax that the U.S. government can charge Americans, not any other country. The only thing that can stop American greatness would be a radical left court. So this idea that money is going to flow from anywhere is simply not true. In fact, it's incredible that so many people actually think this. This is an example of how people think in the United States right now.
Don't you think at the end of the day there maybe
Pays the tariffs.
the Chinese government pays a tariff?
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
I'm an importer and exporter for 20 years.
And the guy who's an importer-export explains that it's the importer in the United States that has to pay. And of course, as it always happens, you have no choice but to pass that down to the client. If I have a tax, the moment I bring something into the country, it of course goes into the price of the product you're selling. This is obvious for anyone that understands the first thing about how these taxes work. But one of the maybe darkest aspects of all of this is, I get it that Joe MAGA dude thinks China's paying for this.
The Chinese government pays a tariff.
No, they don't.
Right? Okay, yeah. This other asshole right here, he does know better because he's goddamn Besant. He's the first lieutenant of George Soros. Remember when George Soros was one of the bad guys? Well, now his guy is the Treasury Secretary of the United States, Scott Bessent. Here he is.
Mr. Secretary. My concern is on the tariffs. Who pays tariffs, Mr. Secretary? No. Answer the questions I asked, please. I only have 5 minutes. Who pays tariffs?
Sorry, well...
Who pays tariffs?
Sorry,
Mr. Secretary, please.
Excuse me.
The question is very simply, who pays tariffs, Mr. Chairman? I'd like him to answer that question.
Well,
He wants to answer other questions.
well, Congressman, if the exporters, they dislike tariffs so much, why wouldn't they, if... I think what you're trying to get me to say...
Did you remember the question? I'm not sure.
No, so he does not answer because it is the American customer. It is the American middle class. The moment you go into Walmart, that's the guy paying the tax. Yes, it's a tariff, but it's actually a tax. It's a tax on imported goods from China, from Europe, from South America, from wherever it is, from fruits and vegetables to whatever it is that you're buying. All of this stuff you buy that's made in China, all of that is being taxed, and you're the one that's paying for it. It is not any other country. It is not, as this guy thinks, it's China paying for it.
Pays the tariffs.
The Chinese government pays a tariff.
Now, I understand why he says that, because this is what Donald Trump says. Will start flowing into the United States. There's no money flowing into the United States. It is Americans paying the U.S. government for a tax on imports. All right, folks, If you want to wake up to all of this and a lot more, you have the channel with a ton of information, and you have very important surviving the economic collapse as well as 3 survival skills. This one in particular will help you understand the consequences of all of this much better. See you next time. Take care.